Hi, my name is Maylita Simmons, and I am the owner of Sangoma Holistic Health Center. The reason for my live today is to discuss mental health disabilities. I am a single mother of two children with mental health disabilities. As far as mental health disabilities, I I prefer the natural route. I have had my children on medications, and I believe my youngest, she started on meds from the age of 5, and that was when I first took them to the first location. And she was diagnosed with princess disorder, ADHD, and unspecified mood disorder. And around that time, I was so hesitant on taking for her to take meds because I didn't even like taking medication myself. And the school as well as the facility talked me into going and having her take meds. My issue with that was that at first she was on one med, then it turned to two. Next thing you know, she was on four meds, and it never was helping, and it made her flip out, like to the point she was punching teachers. She was running out of class. They kept having to call me. I ended up taking FMLA leave from work just to handle her and just to deal with the school and get her back situated and settled. So after I really decided to move her from that facility to a different facility, and when I moved her from to the other facility, when I got to that actual location, they ended up diagnosing my son with ODD and ADHD. And then they also told me that for my daughter, they actually canceled out the princess disorder and just said she has ADHD and unspecified mood disorder. And then they did tell me they wanted to keep her on meds. So they had her on one medication, and then they put my son on one medication. And I did notice it was working for a while. And then I guess their body got used to it. So then they were like, okay, so they wanted to put her on an extra medication. And then they wanted to put my son on the same medication, but have him take half in the morning and then just take a whole pill at night. Which I did notice with them doing that, it was seeming to actually really stop working. And I'm not sure because she was on the same meds, and all they did was add another med. So one thing I decided to do is do research by myself and look deeper into like the ADHD and unspecified mood disorder and ODD. So I went the natural route. So with my son right now, I have him more on like a military schedule since he doesn't like, since he does have that defiance disorder. And for ADHD, I took out a lot of like the red dyes. I don't really let them eat anything too red. I don't really let them eat too many sweets. Um, and for my daughter, it is moments where like the stuff that she really loves to do, I have her like sit down and draw. I have her processing and trying to figure out and let have her understand her body, so when she knows that she's getting to that point, that she can start actually calming down. In addition, they still see counselors, they still see their behavioral coach, but I have them doing it's called mirror work. So they look in there at themselves in the mirror and do different things, and they have to say different things daily to themselves. As well as I start having them do different forms of meditation and working out, whether it's yoga. I feel like this helps build them and get them a better understanding, and they seem more grounded at this point, as in terms of even when I talk to their school, when they even though the COVID-19 is going on, they did tell me they seen a lot of changes in them. So I say that meds can work, and I'm not saying don't have your kids on meds, but I'm saying that there's other routes to go. And even if you're going to still have them on meds, give them the ability to also cope with it, and let them always tell them it's nothing wrong. They're the same just like anybody else. It just will take them a little bit longer to process stuff than other people. And right now with me and my kids, I noticed by me doing this and stepping back and giving them their time and actually honing in and focusing in on their specific needs with them, it has brought us closer, and we communicate better. And then it also has allowed them to be more open and communicate more when it came to school, when at first